is Maura Dankert, and I have lived in Bourne for about 28 years. My husband and I have 4 children, all of which live in Bourne. And currently I work for the Bourne Public Schools, and I work very closely with Miss Terry here at the Children's Library. We do a lot of programming together and support families in Bourne. So when I had our first of 4 kids, I didn't know that the library was a place where parents could go and meet until my neighbor dropped a flyer in my mailbox. So I remember the first time I came, it was my daughter was like 10 months, and we came to a story hour with Miss Terry. And then we were hooked. So we came then for the next, so many years with all the other kids. But one particular memory I have that's very near and dear to my heart is my second had his first birthday, and it was during a story hour. And Miss Terry let me bring cupcakes in. And I remember, and I have pictures of this, we all sat on this very colorful parachute and had cupcakes, and that was his big celebration because we didn't know many people, and we just made a lot of friends here throughout the years at the library. But we have a lot of children's programming, of course. I do some of that too, so I'm a little bit partial to that. And it's nice because you really do meet other families who have children your age and who are going through the same thing with you. Especially having the first child, it's really hard when you go from working full time to being home full time, and you don't know your community yet. So the library is a perfect place to come. And for older people too, you have so many wonderful resources, different classes for adults, teenagers. It's just really a hub of our community that I'm really proud of, and it's just been wonderful to be a part of for all these years. That's it. Just that it's really a wonderful free resource for families. And just having the lending library too. If you have a book that isn't here at the library, they can get it for you in a couple of days. There's just so many wonderful things. And I've just recently borrowed the badminton set. So we had a party and I did that, and the Jenga. So all these wonderful new additions that just keep happening and just making this library so much stronger. So I had 2 children, and we were in story hour with Miss Terry, and it went from like 9 to 9:45, and I remember coming out of that with the 2 kids, and it was very somber. Everybody in the library was just you could feel it. And then come to find out it was 9/11, and that's when we found out that news. You can imagine it was very, very emotional. But it was nice to be with other families to sort of unpack that very quickly as it was sort of unfolding. And, nobody really knew what was going on. But I always have that memory, especially when people say, where were you on 9/11? I know exactly where I was. I was in Miss Terry's story hour with a bunch of families who didn't realize, everything was going to change pretty quickly.